Hello, I'm Beth Carrington. I'm the Improvement Kata, Coaching Kata faculty for Lean Enterprise Institute, and I'm here to explain a little bit about the Improvement Kata, Coaching Kata. The Improvement Kata itself is made up of 4 routines that a learner or a natural process owner would practice. The Improvement Kata is the practice routine. And a learner would practice these routines under the guidance of a sensei or coach. The 4 basic routines are, first, you have to understand your direction. What is my challenge? What is my goal or objective? It's a learning journey to achieve that challenge. So the learner has to understand their challenge first, then they grasp their current condition as it relates to that challenge. Just enough so they can set a target condition somewhere between where they're going. Let's say their challenge is a year out, but my target condition is just 2 weeks out. How do I predict my process needs to run 2 weeks out to get me a little bit closer to my annual challenge? Once I have my target condition identified, I can then recognize obstacles that I run PDCA. The 4th routine is running the PDCA, plan an experiment, do a coaching cycle. Then if the coach releases you, you do the experiment, PD, you check, you compare what you expected to happen to what actually happened. That's the moment of learning. And then you act on that learning. The Coaching Kata is a teaching routine. It's a framework made up of a series of 5 categories of questions that reinforce and evoke the desired scientific thought pattern that you're looking for in your learner. And it simply starts with the question, what is your target condition? And the learner runs through all of the conditions they expect to see in their hypothesis of, if I see this pattern of work with these process characteristics at this process metric level, then I predict I'll get this improvement in my outcome metric. The second question is, what is your current condition now? What their current condition is like versus their target condition. So what's my current pattern of work, my process characteristics, my process metric, and outcome metric. And the metrics are charted so you can see progress over time. The coach will then flip the card over to talk about the last step the learner took, the step before the coaching cycle. And the coach will ask the learner, what did you plan as your last step? And then the coach asks, what did you expect to happen and to learn from taking that step? The next question, what actually happened? And the coach is listening to the learner's observational skills and checking for facts and data. And then the coach asks the most important question on the coaching card, what did you learn? And then the learner talks about their learning, explains, I found another obstacle, or I affirmed my hypothesis, so I've changed my current condition. The coach then flips the card over and asks, what obstacles do you think are preventing you from reaching the target condition? The 4th category of questions the coach asks is, what is your next step against that obstacle? What is your next step? And the learner describes the actions they're going to take. The coach then asks, what do you expect to happen and to learn from taking that step? And the learner explains their expectations. What am I going to learn? Those 2 together explain an underlying hypothesis the learner has about overcoming an obstacle. Then the coach asks, how quickly can we go and see what we have learned from taking that step? And hopefully the answer is later today, or typical response that we like to hear is tomorrow, at tomorrow's coaching cycle.